harder.
You adore and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game.
On Valentine's Day in Hartford, there is a 20-something couple celebrating love in a most unlikely place. It is a courtship 27 years in the making that all began at Hartford Hospital. Jim Altman joins us now with more. I'm excited for this story.
I like that intro music we got, too.
Yes, our producer Rachel picked it out. It was good.
Jen, the Eiffel Tower, the canals of Venice, Hartford Hospital. Just a few places where this Valentine's Day romance is off and running.
The year was 1987, and for whatever reason, people Wang Chung. And while RoboCop blew away everything in his path, Cupid's arrow zeroed in on a pair of newborns at Hartford Hospital.
As soon as they rolled him into the nursery, I was like, Tim Murphy and I are going to get married someday.
It might not be the most romantic place in town, but don't tell that to Tim Murphy and Ashley Underwood. Newly engaged, they're back in the halls of the hospital again as special guests for Valentine's Day, because it all began here.
Born just 2 days apart here on the labor and delivery floor at Hartford Hospital, Tim and Ashley's paths would cross once again, 23 years later, at the University of Connecticut.
It was actually on our second date. I had asked him when his birthday was, and that's when he told me October 4th. And of course, I'm like, oh, I'm October 2nd. That's so great. My mom loves to ask questions. She asked where you were born, and obviously he said Hartford Hospital.
We were actually in the hospital simultaneously at the same time on the same floor.
Today, a tour with some of the same nurses and docs who helped deliver them.
It's a great story, and yeah, I told them we can do the sequel, and they should come back in a few years after the wedding and after they're all set with their careers and have their baby here.
Ashley is a pharmacist and Tim a fourth-year UConn med student, perhaps proving love is the best medicine.
Come together in college and then find out that they started their lives together, literally days apart, here, right here in Hartford Hospital. It's destiny.
We know that we're spending the rest of our lives together, and we couldn't be more thrilled, and it's awesome to celebrate that here where it all started.
Ashley and Tim will be married on October 2nd. He is currently working a medical rotation at Hartford Hospital.
Wow, okay.
And we all continue to Wang Chung.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. It all comes full circle, though.
Yeah, it does. And it's amazing because some of the nurses and doctors are still at Hartford Hospital. Wow. Who delivered them. And they were within, as they say, screaming distance of each other.
That's amazing.
They were in the same ward.
Yeah, 2 days, right? October 2nd.
2 days apart. So they were definitely in the same maternity ward.
Wow. That's my favorite story of the day.
Good.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're my favorite anchor of the day.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, that story, of course, made you all warm and fuzzy inside, but you need that because right now it's really cold out. Right, Matt?
I'm glad something is making you warm and fuzzy. Man, it's cold out there. By the way, Jimmy Altman, little known fact, has a tattoo that says Wang Chung forever.
Don't give that away.
Just
Why
say,
do you have to tell them that?
Just say, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a secret. It's just between the three of us then. Let's go to the clouds and radar. We have a lot to talk about in the weather department in the form of cold and snow. The bitter cold continues. Clear skies across the board. Not a lot to show you. You'd think with all the sunshine we would have bumped up those numbers. Nope, didn't happen. We got into the upper teens, low 20s. Some of you feeling currently still, when you factor in winds, which have been blustery, in the minus territory still at the high point of the day temperature-wise. Clouds and radar across the west. There's your next weather maker, a clipper coming into play. Here are the temperatures: 16 degrees in Hartford, 19 in New Haven, 20 in Bridgeport, 17 in Groton, and then you look up to the north and the west. Torrington at 8, Norfolk at 6, 9 in Stafford Springs. These are miserable numbers. Should be a lot higher than that. Then you factor in the winds, and again, 10 below. There it is. Read it and weep in Norfolk. 7 below in Torrington. 1 above in Hartford. It's a balmy 7 in New Haven and Bridgeport. Overnight, the winds calm down. But still, just a little wind's going to take a big chunk out of the temperatures, which are going to drop down to around 0. A little warmer at the shoreline, a little, but still minus readings for from Hartford County west, well, actually into the east. So the northern counties, you're just going to be really cold as opposed to just somewhat cold at the shoreline. Winter weather advisory for Fairfield County. Winter storm watch up and down 91 into the Naugatuck Valley, and then it turns to a warning for tomorrow's snow. And again, we've been saying this all week long. Farther east you go, the more snow you get. That means Boston's in the crosshairs of another blizzard warning. They're looking at 12 to 18 inches in some parts. Clouds will thicken up overnight. By noontime, we start to see the first of the snowflakes start to move in with this clipper. Notice how quickly it fills in, though. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the deeper shades indicative of what may be some moderate snow. This is also going to be a very fluffy snow, high fluff factor with this as it moves through. With the winds kicking up again, it's going to reduce visibility, not to blizzard-like levels, but that's going to be a big concern. Snow plus the wind plus the viz, an issue into the evening hours if you're heading out for Valentine's Day plans. It does taper off, but there's still some scattered snow coming and going overnight. It won't get out of the way until tomorrow morning. That's when skies will clear out again, and the temperatures behind the clipper will once again drop. So again, to the west, 3 to 6 inches, right along the Connecticut River is where we're looking at the dividing line, and then points to the east, the numbers start to ramp up. Again, 10 plus all the way up into Boston. Here's the call for tomorrow. Mostly cloudy afternoon afternoon snow picking up in intensity, 27 to 31, your daytime high. So that's an improvement, but a short-lived one because we're back down to the teens for Sunday, so we get the snow out of the way. Early in the day, it will be windy as well. Temperatures staying well under average, and then rebounding the numbers, 22 for Tuesday, 27 for Wednesday, as we get, yet again, another potential snowmaker. What is that thing?
Well, since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, producer Rachel and I wanted to make sure, Matt, that you had a frog prince.
A frog prince, thank you. Which camera you want to get a close-up on there? Or none of them?
They're going to be mad. I didn't tell them before. There you go. He's very colorful.
Is that for me? Really?
For you.
And the little thing where you rip the tag off quickly?
And since you're constantly making me eat food
look
on
at you.
TV, I got you chocolates.
Then that's sweet.
From us, yes.
And
these, but we're not, I'm scared of what would come out of the sweethearts.
I can't read it. Well, you know, you are my favorite work wife, so I did give you
Thanks,
some
Matt.
roses.
That's very sweet. Just feeling the love here.
You want to read the card? Do we have time for her to read the card?
I don't see a card anywhere.
Right in here. Right. Okay. It'll just take 2 seconds. It's sweet.
Okay.
It's fuzzy. It's just a little sonnet.
My favorite work wife. Love Matt. Right. What's ironic is on Facebook, Matt just posted that he had like 3 of these, and they all said to my work wife.
To my favorite work wife.
You're caught.
I'm just saying.
This is very
I'm just saying maybe our producer has roses waiting for her too. I don't know.
Yeah.
She'll find out when she walks out.
Matt's got spreading the love. You know what I mean?
Spreading the love. She did say the love, ladies and gentlemen. The love.
He's done now. All right. Thank you very much, Matt. Valentine's Day is upon us this weekend. Find out why some couples are using GPS tracking devices to keep tabs on their Valentines. Happy Valentine's Day.